Hey, what's up, dispatchers? It's your favorite dispatch trainer, Antoine West. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Go visit my website, AntoineWest.biz, where you can get information about all the courses that I offer. I offer courses in freight dispatching, Airbnb, and cryptocurrency. And here pretty soon, I'm going to start offering a lot of other courses too. The course I want you guys to pay attention to is my 6-week freight dispatch and mentorship program. That's my newest course, and in that course, I'm going to be teaching you guys everything that you need to know about freight dispatching in 6 weeks. And then after those 6 weeks, we're going to have ongoing mentorship for a lifetime. So as long as you stay enrolled in that course, I'm going to give you the latest and greatest information about the industry. Because one thing I learned after being in this industry so long, that the industry is always changing, it's always being updated, and new things are always being added. So I want to help out as many people as I can start their freight dispatch business. And one thing that I've noticed about people getting into this business, people fail for a variety of different reasons. You know, one thing is when they come into the business that you don't have the exact knowledge that you need on how to get your company started. And because you don't have that knowledge, you don't know what actions to take. And that slows down your business, and you end up failing because you can't get clients or you can't generate revenue. You can't generate revenue without having clients. So that's one reason people fail. Another reason people fail is they get going, but after they get going, they don't know how to scale their company. Because the truth is, how you scale a dispatch business today is not the same way that you're going to scale it tomorrow, because the industry is always going to be getting updated, new features added, new things you can do to make more profit. So in the monthly mentorship program, I'm going to be talking to you guys about every way that I know now. And like I said, I'm always learning new information about this industry. So that's why I'm having an ongoing mentorship program where I can continue to bring you that latest and greatest information to make your business successful. All right, so one thing that's going to set this program apart from the rest of the programs and make it so much better. So as you guys know, for the most time that I've been on YouTube, I've been teaching people how to start their own freight dispatch business. But being a business person, looking at the economy, looking at the amount of inflation we have in the economy, I think it's time more of us just focus on hustling, period. You know, don't focus on one hustle like dispatching. I think it's about time that we just start focusing on several different hustles. So in this program, in this 6-week freight dispatch program, it's going to be a little different from anything that I've ever done before. Really, this program is a big dream of mine. It's a big goal of mine. So I'm happy you guys are here to help me out on this goal. But with this program, what I'm going to do, I'm starting it off as a dispatch only program, but that's only for a short time. So for those of you that are already enrolled in the program, or if you're thinking about enrolling soon, this is what I'm going to do with this monthly mentorship program. I'm going to start adding all types of courses in that program. So as long as you pay that $50 per month, it's not only going to be freight dispatch training in the program. For that same monthly cost, I'm going to start adding trainings about more sectors of the logistics industry and just about business, period. So another business that you can start and you can scale, you can make a lot of money in this business, and you don't have to start off with that much money, is a roofing sales contractor. You know, so I'm involved in roofing, but I have a brother, he's the expert, he's the GOAT in roofing sales. Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is your favorite freight dispatch trainer, Antoine West. Hey, look, I'm here with my brother.
What's happening? What's good?
Hey, look, I'm the big dog of freight dispatching. And let me tell you, this is the big dog of roofing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let me tell you, hey, just like how I tell you guys how I made $100,000 my first year of freight dispatching, it's a lot of other businesses, including roofing, COVID, cleaning, so many businesses where you can make racks, you know what I'm saying, all on your own. So I want to start introducing these different businesses to you guys, because like I tell you, it's not only about freight dispatching, it's roofing sales. You can make a lot of money in roofing sales, and you don't have to own a roofing business at all. You know, you can just get involved in roofing sales, become a great salesperson. Let my brother tell you a little bit about how much money you can make in roofing sales.
Yeah, I mean, just depending on what type of goal, you know, if you're a go-getter, if you're a straight go type person, I mean, the possibilities of making making $10, $15, $20,000 a month up to, I'm gonna be real with you. Don't tell nobody, but I did 100,000 last month. Yeah, 100,000 in 1 month.
100,000.
100K. So, you know, we just stay tuned. We're gonna give you the game. It's just gonna be up to you what you want to do with it when you get it.
So here in a couple of days, I'm going to be leaving South Florida and I'm going to head up to Kentucky, where I'm going to link up with my brother and I'm going to bring him on to the content, and he's going to tell you how you can make over $100,000 as a roofing sales contractor. So as a roofing sales contractor, you don't need to own a roofing company. You don't have to have any supplies. It won't require that you know how to put a roof on a house, or you won't ever have to do any work like that. Basically, you're a sales contractor. So you're going to be going out, finding the roofing jobs, and you're going to get paid money. So I have more information about that in my 6-week freight dispatch and mentorship program. So when you enroll in that program, you're going to also be getting information about roofing sales. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys, I do everything for a reason. So as a business person, what I'll do, I'll come up with the idea in my mind of what I want to see happen, right? So I'll take a business idea of what I want to see happen in the world. I come up with that idea in my mind, and then I'll release that idea to you guys. So basically what I want to do with this program, when you enroll to take my freight dispatch program training, I want you to enroll in that program, and then I'm going to have other courses, ebooks coming up here soon. I'm going to have other information about other industries in that program. So what I want to see happen when you take my freight dispatch program, I want to see you to be able to read an ebook or even take another training on something else in another industry, let's say like as a roofing sales contractor. And as you're going through the dispatch training, let's say you get into roofing sales, and then on the roofing sales side, you know, you close a roofing deal, you make $2,000, you make $3,000, and then that's like money that you never thought that you would make when you join my program. So that's what I want my program to produce. So anything I do in business, anything I do in life, I do to be different. I don't do anything to be the same as anybody else, because I know that takes away from my cash flow. So me as a business person, if I produce ideas, my own ideas that came from myself, and introduce them into the marketplace, that is what generates you a lot of cash flow. So my idea is to not only teach you about dispatching, it's over. It's over. I believe the days of taking training courses for one specific industry is over, because it's too much inflation, the economy is too bad. But I really don't believe in inflation myself as a business person, because I know inflation is only a thought, right? So if you come up with the idea in your mind to generate more profit, then you're going to have more profit in your business. But if you keep your attention focused on inflation, what you don't have, all those things, you're never going to get what you want. So basically, to manifest what you want, you have to keep your attention on what you want and take it off of what you don't want. And that's important in business too, because that's why a lot of businesses fail, because business owners start thinking about all the problems in their business, everything they don't have, and that takes attention away from what you do have or what you could manifest into the world, and then you don't think about those ideas. And those ideas about what you can manifest into the world, that's cash flow. That generates you cash flow. So if you don't keep your attention on those ideas, you're not going to be a good business owner, because the whole key in business is to find what I call FMPs. I find fundamental marketplace problems. So what I do every day, all day long in business, I just search for problems in the industry. I search for problems, but I don't stop when I find a problem. I search for a problem, and then my mind keeps going until I find a solution. And then when I find a solution, that is what I market to my customers. That's marketing and sales. Hey, so there's a lot of businesses and side hustles that you guys can start in with very little money and make a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And I know this is because I'm a person that came from working paycheck to paycheck, working what I felt like was a dead-end job until I started my freight dispatch business. But what I found out along the way that isn't only freight dispatch businesses that you can start with very little money and make a lot of money. So, but I think that's the whole key. Let's say you're not making the money you want to make now. I believe the whole key is to find a business with these 4 main characteristics. And that is, you want to find a business with a low startup capital. Because like I said, I was broke when I started when I started my business. I was broke. I didn't have a lot of money. So I don't really believe in starting, like if you don't have money now, why would you think about starting a business that takes a lot of money to start? You know, what you need to think about is starting a business that takes little to no money to start, but you can generate a lot of income. So if you don't have any money now, you're looking to make more money, you need to look into businesses that you can start with very little money that makes a lot of money. So number 1, you want a business that you can start with very little startup capital. Number 2, you want a business that you can start with a very little monthly overhead. Because if you don't have much money, you don't want to invest the money that you have into a business that takes you a lot of money to run every month. You don't want a lot of your cash flow flowing out of the business. You want to find a business that you don't have to spend a lot of money on per month, but you can make a lot of money per month. So that way, now you're starting to stack that bread, you feel me? And that being said, I don't believe in going out and getting business loans. A lot of people ask me about that, but I do not like that, especially in the beginning stages of business. If you're just getting started, if you're trying to stack up some cash flow, I do not believe in going out and getting a business loan. Why? I don't believe in that because I know it's so many businesses that you can start with little to no money. So why would you go out and get a $20,000 or $30,000 business loan, in the beginning stages? Why would you do that? If you do that, say the business doesn't quite take off like you wanted to, and then now you're stuck even in more debt than when you first got into business. No, that's not how you want it to go. That's why I say, first 2 steps, find a business that takes very little startup capital to start. Second step, find a business that takes very little monthly overhead. So now you see what I'm saying? Now we're talking. 3 is to find a business where you can work from anywhere. You don't want to be locked down to one specific location. You want to be able to work off your cell phone. Everything I do these days, I work off my cell phone. I travel all the time. I'm in different states. I have Airbnbs in different states, properties in different states. I do not sit still until I want to. When I want to sit still, I can. But when I want to jump up and make a move, nothing's stopping me. Every business that I run, I can run from anywhere that I'm at. So that's number 3. Find a business with the ability to work from anywhere. Number 4 is the ability to scale. You don't want your business to stay the same. Hey, I know for some of you, $100,000 a year, $200,000 a year might sound good, but in business, you're always scaling up because if you don't always scale, you're going to lose. So you want to always be building your business, adding more value to yourself and to your business to generate more cash flow. So the 4 steps, low startup capital is number 1. Number 2 is low monthly overhead. Number 3 is the ability to work from anywhere. And number 4 is the ability to scale. So one of the best businesses that you can find with all those characteristics is freight dispatch. And that's really why I got into it. Like I tell you guys all the time, my life was not the same until I started my freight dispatch business. Building the freight dispatch business gave me the chance to really get into all other types of businesses. Because before I got in this business, I was working my full-time job. And one thing I realized is that when you work a full-time job, when you work 8 hours a day, I know a lot of people are working a lot more than that. But when you're working 8 hours a day, you might have an hour commute to your job, then you might have an hour commute back home. The thing is, you really don't have time to start other businesses. You're tired when you get home and you're not working on that side hustle, which is, it's not, I'm not gonna say it's okay. It's okay to have that I'm saying it's okay to have that full-time job and then start your side hustle, start your business, but work yourself out of your full-time job. That's what you wanna do. You wanna work yourself out of your full-time job. So this is how it happened with me. I was working that full-time job. I started to build my business while I was on that full-time job. I worked myself out of my full-time job. I started to make $100,000 dispatching freight, right? And then every year my revenue went up. And I had extra money, so what I did is I took that extra money and invested it into other businesses, right? So, but the only reason I had the extra money is because I started my first business, right? Because on the job I was living paycheck to paycheck, but when I started my first business, I realized like I can increase my revenue. You know, there's no job, there's nobody holding me back. My revenue comes from here. My revenue comes from here. So the bigger beliefs I put in here, the more revenue I have. So that's why even like right now with inflation, a lot of you guys, you got to get busy. You got to get busy on a side hustle like freight dispatching. And that's why I'm introducing roofing sales contractor also to that 6-week dispatch program. It's going to change over time. Like I said, you guys are getting dispatch training right now, but I'm going to add in more information about roofing sales contractor. Another business or side hustle that you can start without hardly any money and make a lot of money. You might not have heard of this before, but it's a Christmas light business. So basically what you guys can do, you can hang Christmas lights for people during the winter time. I have another homeboy who that's what he does. That's part of what he does. He also owns a pressure washing company. He makes good money off of that, and he has the Christmas light business. I'm going to be bringing him onto the content, showing you guys more about pressure washing and Christmas light and owning a Christmas light business. So what he does, he has a team and he markets his services. He has a website and he markets his service, and his service is that he hangs Christmas lights for people. They can order all the lights, all the decorations from him, and he comes out to the house and he puts up the lights for people. So he makes thousands of dollars off of each property, because these are, you know, not all his customers are like ultra wealthy, but you know, these are people that have money who are willing to spend, you know, a couple thousand to get Christmas lights hung up for, you know, themselves and their kids. That's just like me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not the guy that's gonna put a ladder up and get on top of a house and hang some Christmas lights. I'd rather pay somebody to hang Christmas lights, you know, so I can have the decorations up for my kids and stuff. And during that time, I'll probably be working on my business. But it's a lot of people out there like that. So you guys have to find these people, and you can actually make over $100,000 a year hanging Christmas lights. So that buddy of mine, what he was doing, he was hanging Christmas, you know, of course, hanging Christmas lights during the holidays. But the idea I introduced to him is to, you know, still let people pay to have Christmas lights hung. You know, those Christmas lights are going to get hung during the holiday time, but I told him he can offer his services at a discounted price and still sell those services all year long. But if people buy into the services, let's say now in July, that they buy in now, they can buy in for a cheaper price to get those Christmas lights hung during the holiday season. So now, because of that idea I came up with, he's currently making money in his Christmas light company all year long. It doesn't have to be only in the winter time. You know, he's getting revenue, he's getting hit up all the time. He'll get a payment today maybe for $1,000, $2,000, but that payment is for a service that's scheduled way in November or December. And now it's another aspect of that I want you guys to start bringing into your life. The other aspect of that is he's getting paid before. He's getting paid now for work he's going to do months later. So that's another way to build wealth. Wealthy people don't wait to exactly when they're going to perform a service to get paid money. You need to start getting paid and securing money before you perform services. So I'm also going to have information about that in this 6-week dispatching and mentorship program. Like I'm telling you guys, I'm going to give you all the information from A to Z, plus monthly mentorship on freight dispatching, but I'm going to have information on other industries included in that training, because I want you guys to come in to take that training, but I want to give you ideas about other industries too, and hopefully you can make money there too. So what I'm trying to do is really increase your profit. Hey, look, check it out, guys. I'm about to get back to work on all the businesses that I'm running and mentoring the people that I have to mentor. But if you guys need anything from me, send a text message that says info to 407-698-3972, where I send out free weekly tips. And also visit my website, antoinewest.biz, so you can enroll in my training programs. Thank you for watching this video. Let's get it.